Where are the others? Only 20 students. We'll wait for 5 minutes. Okay, so we will see in this competitive examination class. We will cover today the topic shear force, bending moment, and bending stresses. Okay, uh, here you know that I think the basic. I am assuming that you know the basic. You know what is the meaning of shear force, what is the meaning of bending moment, what is direct stress, what is bending stress. Okay, we will start at the start. I will take one or two simple questions for you. Some introduction also I will tell to you. Okay, and you have to solve one or two problems for SFD and BMD, and then we will switch on to the questions. I have prepared some PPT for this. What we can say SF and BM, and then bending stresses, numerical on bending stresses. Okay, so whatever the basic knowledge you are having, based on that, first of all, you will try to solve the question by yourself. Whatever the question I am going to ask, that you have to solve it by yourself by applying your knowledge, whatever you have studied up till now. And if you won't get the answer, then I will reveal you the answer. Answer is also there with you, and then we will discuss upon the answer. Okay, so in this way, we will conduct this class. Okay, for today is our first class, I think so. Uh, so now I will share the screen with you first. Okay, so we will see SF and BM. Before going to the SF and BM, now I want this class to be the interactive class. Okay, this is something what we are taking for your improvement. Okay, this is not included in the syllabus, so at least in these classes you should be interactive. Okay, so now first of all we will start with the term stress. Stress. Okay, what is the stress? What is the exact meaning of the stress? Anybody can tell me what is the stress? In your own words also, if you tell something about the stress, then it is also okay. What is the stress? Can you tell me? Hmm? Stress is what? Or okay, pressure, you know, pressure, pressure or intensity. These words also we have heard. What is the unit of stress? The unit of stress is normally SI unit is Newton per mm square or kilonewton per meter square. Kilonewton per meter square. And if you see the pressure, Pressure is also measured in Newton per mm square or kilonewton per mm square, or Pascal is the unit to measure the pressure. Pascal is the unit to measure the stress also. Okay, Pascal, megapascal, these units can also take into the consideration. So now let me know what is the stress first and what is the pressure. From your side, I want the answer. What is the stress and what is the pressure? Hmm?
Stress is internal resistance.
Stress is the internal resistance and pressure. It is correct. Stress is the internal resistance. Okay, the internal restoring force per unit area is nothing but your stress. Okay, so stress, okay, that's okay, stress. And what about pressure? What about pressure? Hmm? The internal restoring force per unit area is the stress. But when that force is applied externally, then it becomes pressure. Okay, water pressure. Okay, water stress म्हणत नाही आपण कधी. If you are designing the water tank now, you don't use the word water stress. You always say water pressure because that water is applying the pressure. Okay, so it is external. Not it is not something like that within the material something molecular structural change is there like the stress, internal restoring force. Okay, so this is the difference between stress and pressure, although the units are same, although the both are having the same units. Okay, then can you tell me what are the different types of stresses you know? What are the different types of stresses? We will list one by one. One by one सांगा मला. Number one.
Direct stress.
Okay, first is the direct stress. Okay, good. Second,
shear stress,
shear stress. Okay. Third,
Normal.
normal म्हणजे डायरेक्ट झाला की हो.
Axial.
Axial stress. What is the difference between shear stress and axial stress? पुढं अजून
Bending stress.
bending stress. Okay, bending stress. Okay, I have written over here. Bending stress. Next. संपले का?
Tensile stress.
Tensile stress. Next.
Compressive.
Compressive stress. Compressive stress. Okay. So now can you tell me what is the direct stress? How do we calculate the direct stress? Can you tell me the formula for the direct stress? Direct stress is nothing but the simple stress. It is the normal stress. Okay. Only stress. So it is calculated as a load per unit area. That is P by A. Okay. And these whatever you have told now, tensile stress and compressive stress are the types of the direct stress. Okay. Tensile or compressive. Those are the types of that. Shear stress, you know that the shear stress, whenever the stress is not acting normal to the surface, this is the normal stress. Okay, this is the normal stress. When your force is like this and this is your area of cross section, this is the normal stress. This is called as the normal stress. Okay, but whenever this is your area of cross section and your force is acting like this, okay, that is nothing but the shear stress. Shearing action is there. Okay, that is the shearing stress. And the bending stress is, you know, that P into E by Z. That is nothing but the bending stress. Due to the bending moment is also get involved in that bending moment. After the calculation of bending moment, when we divide it by section modulus, the quantity which we get is nothing but our bending stress. Okay, so these are some important stresses. Okay, and what about the strain? What about the strain? What is the unit of strain?
Unitless.
Unitless.
Why it is unitless?
It is the ratio of same quantity.
It is the ratio of same quantity. Okay, can you tell me which quantity to which quantity ratio is there?
It is of changing dimension to the original dimension.
Okay, change in dimension to the original dimension. Normally, strain P is equal to, here you can say, change in dimension to the change in dimension to the original dimension. Okay, so if it is change in length divided by original length, then we call it as a linear strain. Am I right? Linear strain. What is the linear strain? Linear strain, if it is linear strain. When it is a linear strain, when it is change in length divided by original length. Then this is your linear strain. This is your linear strain, delta L upon L. We say that. Then when you called it this as a lateral strain, what is your lateral strain? What is the lateral strain?
Change in lateral dimension to the original lateral dimension means diameter and width.
Okay. So change in lateral dimension to the original dimension. It is nothing but your lateral strain. It is delta D by D or delta B by B. Okay. So linear strain, lateral strain, अजून कुठलं strain असते का? Shear strain is also there. So what is the shear strain? What is shear strain? What is shear strain? I have asked you some question. Give me the formula at least.
Tan theta.
What is the formula?
Tan theta.
Tan theta. Only tan theta. This is the formula. Hmm? Shear strain is denoted by letter phi. Let me know the formula. I want answers from your side. Okay, these are the basic questions which we are seeing right now. Think on it. Give me the answer. Okay, so all of you are here and you are not giving me the answer of this shear strain. It is very easy thing is now shear strain. तुम्हाला ती डायग्राम अशी आठवत नाही का तुम्ही काहीतरी डायग्राम होती अशी कॉन्सेप्ट एक्सप्लेन करताना shear strain concept. Okay, so it is fixed over here. Then the force is applied like this. Then suppose this name is A, B, C, D. What will happen? A will move to A dash, new point. B will move to B dash. This is your delta. This is delta. Okay. And now you always join these lines. ये line joins joint करत होता ना अशा. Okay. एवढं सगळं ड्रॉ करून दिले मी. Now let me know what is the shear strain and what is the formula.
Delta into L.
Delta into L. Which angle you are considering for shear strain? Angle of shear. Which is the angle of shear? Phi कुठं असायचा तुमचा phi? So here we take this angle phi. Here we take this angle phi. Phi is nothing but this is our shear strain. Okay, phi is nothing but this is our shear strain. As you know that here phi is the shear strain, but here you know that as phi is very small. Okay. This angle is always in practice it is very small. Okay, so therefore phi must be equal to tan phi. Okay, so therefore the value of tan phi and phi is same. Now you know that tan phi is what? If you consider this triangle A, C and A dash, or B, D and B dash. Okay, suppose this height is h or this length is L. Whatever you can call it as L or h, whatever it may be. Suppose this is L. Then tan of phi, you know that tan phi is what? It is opposite side upon adjacent side. It is opposite side upon adjacent side. So this tan phi phi is one and the same thing. So phi will be equal to A dash divided by AC, which is equal to delta divided by L in this case. Okay. So delta divided by L. So in this way, we calculate the shear strain, and this phi is nothing but it is shear strain. Shear strain is equal to phi. Okay. So this is about the strain. Shear strain, linear strain, lateral strain, shear strain. Then what is volumetric strain? So what is volumetric strain?
Changing the volume to the original value.
Okay, good. It is change in volume to the original volume, which is nothing but delta V by V, volumetric strain. Okay, what is the notation for volumetric strain? Normally we use the notation EV. EV is equal to delta V by V. This is your volumetric strain. Okay. Now one more thing, you know modulus of elasticity. What is the modulus of elasticity? What is the formula for that?
Stress to the strain.
Okay, modulus of elasticity. What is the another name for this?
Young's model.
Young's modulus.
Okay, Young's modulus. Young's modulus, which is equal to, this is stress upon strain. Okay, so stress is sigma, strain is E, and the notation for this is capital E. That is Young's modulus. That is sigma by E. Okay. So similarly now, let me know what is the modulus of rigidity. The formula for modulus of rigidity.
Shear stress to the shear strain.
Modulus of rigidity. Notation is G. The shear stress. Shear stress, it is tau. Shear strain, it is phi. Okay, shear stress we denoted by letter Q also there. Huh? In some books, this tau is used. In some books, Q is used. Small q. That is also used by people to denote this shear stress. So I will write here fully. This is nothing but this is shear stress divided by shear strain, which is equal to it is tau by phi. Tau by phi. Okay, this is the modulus of rigidity, modulus of elasticity. Now, what is the relation between these two? What is the bulk modulus? Let me know the bulk modulus also.
Volumetric stress to the volumetric strain.
Bulk modulus, it is denoted by letter K. It is volumetric stress to the volumetric strain. Okay, volumetric stress to the volumetric strain. So what is the formula for bulk modulus? K is equal to what is the formula? जर तुम्ही बेसच आधीचा मागचं वाचला नाहीत किंवा काही नाहीत तर आपण पुढचं काय घ्यायचं केल्यावरती. What is the formula? I want this from your side now. Most of the things in this class now I want from your side. And whatever the difficult numericals are there or where you require my help, at that point I will take that. This is already you have done. You have gone through that already. Okay, now suppose now one of the question is there in this our what we can say question bank, or one you come across such a question that where just you have to use the formula of bulk modulus and you will get the value of that. Then what is the formula? In notation, can you tell me the formula? Likewise, I have written previous two formulas. Modulus of Young's modulus, modulus of rigidity. Okay, now this is bulk modulus K. What is the formula for this?
E divided by 3 into 1 minus 2 mu.
Can you come again? Can you
E divided by
no, एक minute. P divided by what is P? Stress or force?
E
E divided by, okay. E divided by
3 into 1 minus 2 mu.
3 E divided by 3 into 1 minus 2 mu. Okay, so this is the formula. This is also, you know, that a small derivation is there. If you're solved, then you will get the answer. Same way, you also know that when you think about the 3D system, strains in all the three axes, then stresses in all the three axes, then there is a Ex, Ey, Ez, that is your strains in X direction, Y direction, Z direction. Sigma X, Sigma Y, Sigma Z are the stresses in X direction, Y direction, and Z direction. Okay, so that also, and what is the relation between, let me know the relation between Young's modulus, then your bulk modulus, and modulus of rigidity. What is the relation? What is the relation between these three?
E is equal to 9 kg divided by 3k plus g.
E is equal to 9 kg divided by 3k plus g. ज्यांना ज्यांना फॉर्म्युले आठवत नाहीयेत त्यांनी त्यांनी लिहून घ्या. Okay, so E is equal to 9 kg upon 3k plus g. So now these are some important formulas which we require. So here you can see the term mu is there. What is mu?
Poisson ratio.
Poisson ratio.
Poisson's ratio. Okay. How it is calculated? What is the formula?
Lateral strain to the longitudinal strain.
Lateral strain to the longitudinal strain. Okay, so E lateral divided by E linear or longitudinal, one and the same. So can you tell me the Poisson's ratio value, it is always positive or sometimes it may also come negative?
Maybe negative, maybe positive.
It may be negative, may be positive. How you can say that? Because it is ratio now, then how it is negative?
Genetic material ला negative value आहे.
Special negative आहे?
Genetic material.
Why? What is the reason I am that asking? It is, see, my simple question to you is it is a ratio. Okay, it is the ratio of the two quantities. So now if it is the ratio and both the quantities are definite quantities, then why you get this value in negative sometimes? What is the reason?
Sorry, sir. No idea.
No idea. Anybody?
Tensile or compressive structure.
Tensile or compressive? You are somewhat close, but not the proper answer. What that negative sign is there, it says indicates that it is a negative value, or the negative sign gives you some what we can say remark that which type of material is there or what is there. What you can say from that negative or positive sign in front of this mu Poisson's ratio? Can you predict it? आहे ना, ऑनलाईन चालू आहे ना. बघा, वह्या काढा, बुक्स काढा, मागच्या बुक्स काढा, जे जे झालेलं आहे काय नाही सर्च करा. आय वॉन्ट द आन्सर्स. आन्सर सांगा मला तुम्हाला. इट विल नॉट बी द वन वे क्लास अनलेस अँड अंटिल यू क्लिअर्ड विथ दिस ऑल दिस बेसिक्स. हाऊ कॅन आय मूव्ह फर्दर ना. म्हणजे मी ते पुढचं घेऊन पण काही उपयोग होणार नाही. म्हणजे ते काय होणार, मी क्वेश्चन सांगणार, मीच तुम्हाला आन्सर सांगणार, तुम्ही लिहून घेणार आणि झालं, असं होणार मग सगळं. ओके. लॉन्जिट्युडनल अँड लॅटरल स्ट्रेन्स आर इन अपोजिट सेन्स. म्हणजे निगेटिव्ह येते का? Longitudinal and lateral strengths are in opposite sense. Okay, one of the answer is this. Others all are agree with this answer. I got one of the answer is longitudinal and lateral strengths are in opposite sense. So just this is the answer what I got right now. So I want to ask you again. Is everybody is agree with this? If you want to give the answer, you can directly give now the answer. Anybody want to say anything?
Hello, sir. Value of lateral strain is negative as its dimension are always decreasing.
Okay.
And means we apply pressure, so longitudinal strain is positive.
So you mean to say that lateral strain is always negative, okay, right? And longitudinal strain is positive.
Yes, sir.
So if it is the case, then the mu's value of the Poisson's ratio must be always negative. Then sometimes we get positive value. How? Why? Are you getting my next question?
Yes, sir.
So all of you are listening. See, this conceptual understanding is very much important. Question काय तुम्ही notes बघितले तर 100 question करता. त्याचा एवढा मोठा विषय नाही तर. See that my question is how I am asking the question according to your answer. First you says that longitudinal and lateral strain are in opposite sense. Okay, मग अजून एक answer काय आलं? Lateral strain is always negative and the longitudinal strain is positive. So if that is the case, then Poisson's ratio is the ratio of the two quantities. If one of the quantity is always negative, then why we are getting the value of the Poisson's ratio positive also? Can anybody give the perfect
Hello,
answer?
sir. Sir, आपण आधीपासूनच त्याला निगेटिव्ह साइन लावतो.
No, your voice is not audible. Can you repeat it?
Hello, sir. येतोय का आवाज?
Yes.
सर, आपण पॉइझन रेशोला आधीपासूनच निगेटिव्ह साइन लावतो ना, कारण त्याचं आन्सर निगेटिव्ह मध्येच येणार असते, माहिती आहे ना आपल्याला.
It is always negative. So according to you, we never get the value of Poisson's ratio positive. Positive value आपल्याला मिळत नाही.
नो सर, निगेटिव्ह येते, त्यामुळे आपण बाय डिफॉल्ट निगेटिव्ह एक साइन आधीपासून लावलेला असतं ना त्या आन्सरला.
कधी? मी जर असं बघितलं नाही बाबा. बरं, बघितलं तरी का केलं मग असं? You are close to the answer, but not still you have to modify the answer. Still you have to modify the answer. Okay. Always it is minus. मग मला एक गोष्ट सांगा, आता हा जो फॉर्म्युला लिहितो की नाही आपण, सी इफ यू आर सेइंग दॅट म्यू ला आपण ऑलरेडी मायनस साइन इथं दिलेला असतंय. हा जो फॉर्म्युला लिहितो ना आपण वेन वी राईट दिस फॉर्म्युला ई डिवायडेड बाय 3 इंटू 1 मायनस 2 इंटू म्यू. तर मग आपल्याला माहितीच की म्यू ऑलवेज मायनस आहे, मायनस मायनस इथं प्लसच करून टाकायचं फॉर्म्युलामध्ये. इथं कशाला लिहिलंय मग मायनस आणि परत इथं म्यू लिहिलेलं आहे. जिथे जिथं असे फॉर्म्युले आहेत तिथे तिथे असं केलं असतं सगळीकडे मॉडिफिकेशन. आपण करत नाही ना, पण आपण असं करतो का?
नो सर.
हा मग दिस इज द पॉइंट फ्रॉम माय साइड. उद्याच्या लेक्चरच्या आधी ह्याचा आन्सर घेऊन यायचं माझ्याकडे. पॉइझन्स रेशिओ तुम्ही किती वेळा शिकलेला आहे पॉइझन्स रेशिओ? ओके, यू शुड नो each and every point about it. Poisson's ratio, whatever the point I have raised right now. Okay. Now, right now, all of you have heard some discussion no, about this Poisson's ratio. So I hope now you will come with the answer before the next our competitive session. Okay, you are close to the answer, but you are just sometimes you are guessing the things. I want rather than that, I want the perfect answer. What is the exact case and what may be the logic behind that? You should explain it with some logic and concept also. नुसतं हे असं असतंय आणि हे असं असतंय आणि आपण असं घेतो असं चालत. लॅटरल स्ट्रेन यू आर सेइंग दॅट इट इज ऑलवेज निगेटिव्ह lateral strain. Okay, so when the lateral strain is negative, when there is a decrease in dimension or increase in dimension, whenever the contraction is there, then lateral strain is negative, or whenever there is expansion or elongation is there, then also the lateral strain is negative. Suppose now a rod is there. A rod is there. If you apply the tensile forces on this rod from both the sides, it will get elongated. There will be the reduction in cross section. Now, if I apply the compressive forces from both the sides, what will happen to the cross section? And what will happen? Length, obviously, it will compress. But what will happen to cross section then in this case? Have you thought about this in this way? Are you getting my points? काय मी आता बोललो कळलं का तुम्हाला?
येस सर.
हा, you are thinking only in one direction. You are thinking about only this tensile force. तुमचा आन्सर कसं होतं आत्ताचं की यू आर ओनली थिंकिंग अबाउट. मी ह्यांचं म्हणजे ह्यांच्या एकट्यांचं नाही, ऑल शुड लिसन दिस. प्रत्येकाचा आन्सर थोडंफार असंच असणार आहे. सो you are thinking about this. We are applying the tensile forces over here and it will get elongated, and whenever the elongation is there, this cross sectional dimension will get reduced. It is okay, concept is आहेच आहे तो concept. Okay, but what about if the compressive force is there from both the ends? Compressive force दिल्यावरती मग काय होईल? आणि तुमचं असं म्हणणं आहे की ते it is elongating and that's why the cross sectional dimensions are reduced. That is why its value is negative. Lateral strain is negative. That is why this negative Poisson's ratio is negative. Then for that I have asked one more question. And remember one thing, मी कुठल्याच आन्सरला बरोबर किंवा चूक म्हटलेलं नाही बरं का. आय एम जस्ट सेइंग दॅट मॉडिफाय युअर आन्सर. ओके, त्यामुळं मी एक हे आन्सर सांगितलं होतं, मग त्याला चूक आहे का बरोबर आहे स्वतः समज करून घेऊ नका. आय जस्ट वॉन्ट राईट आन्सर फ्रॉम युअर साइड विदाउट एनी हेल्प. सो माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वॉज इफ दिस फ्रॉम द बोथ द साइड्स, if the forces are like this, then what will happen? What will be the value of Poisson's ratio? That is also the thing. Okay, so this is your homework. हे करून आणायचं, बघायचं आज काय काय नाही. Okay, the next thing is that I want to ask you, whenever a beam carries what we can say triangular load, UDL, or mixed loads, point load is also there, UDL is also there, are you able to draw its shear force and bending moment diagram? Are you able to draw it? Whatever may be the, are you confident that whatever may be the loading on the beam, whatever may be the type of the beam, I can easily draw its SMD, BMD, I can easily calculate the values of shear force and bending moment. Hmm? How many of you thinks like that means I can do it easily, whatever may be the type? Hmm? Okay, nobody is replying since we will take one numerical in that case. Okay, and let us see that how good you are in this SFD and BMD. Hmm? Now this is the beam. Here are the supports. Let us take simply supported. Okay. Here it is point A. This is point B. This span is 6 meter. At the center over here, there is a movement acting in this direction, and its value is 10 kilonewton meter, and it is acting at the center. It is acting at the center. This is 3 meter. Can you draw the shear force and bending moment diagram of this? Can you draw shear force and bending moment diagram of this? Very simple and basic questions I have asked. Can you draw shear force and bending moment diagram of this? Yes, no. Again, I will repeat my question. Can anybody is able to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram of this beam? Can you draw it? But at least let that SFD and BMD जाऊ दे. Can you draw? Can you calculate the reactions? Can you calculate the reactions of the beam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, calculate the reactions. Let me know the value of RA and RB. Then we will see the further question. I will solve for you. We will solve 2-3 problems. See, I don't want that we are taking higher level questions and you are missing out with the basic concepts. Okay, then that teaching is not useful to you also and for me also. If the case is like that, this is the basic question whatever I have asked to you. Now, if you are not, तुम्हाला येत नसलं मला आत्ता सांगा, I am there to tell you. But if your concepts remains as it is now, after passing this graduation, nobody will teach you. लक्षात घ्या त्यावेळेला आपल्याला असं वाटतं आपल्याला येत नाही कुणाला तरी विचारावं तुम्हाला कुणीच नसते सांगायला त्यावेळेला. ओके सो नसलं येत तर मला तसं सांगा वी विल सॉल्व इट नो व्हॉट इज द बिग डील इन दॅट. ओके सो नाउ दिस इज द क्वेश्चन and find out RA and RP. So then I will solve. Then also you will check the answers. But I don't have the calculator. You have to give the answers whenever I write the equation. First of all, you try it. I will wait for it. Okay, and then I will solve. Take this center point as a C. RA 5/3, RB 5/3 असे आन्सर्स आलेले आहेत. 5/3, 5/3 चेक करा आन्सर्स बरोबर आहेत का नाही. अदर्स प्लीज गिव्ह मी द आन्सर्स. You can give the answers in the chat. I received an answer from only one person. And you don't direct message me in the chat the answers. You on the option to everyone. Okay. So your chat will be visible to everyone, and then everybody can try to find out the answer. RARB. Okay. So those who have not calculated, we will try to calculate it. Okay. Let us see. This is reaction RA here. RA. Here it is reaction RB. Now we want to find out RA and RB. Okay, RA and RB we want to find out. This, how do we find out? So now we have assumed both the reactions are upward. Both the reactions are upward. First thing. This is our always assumption. So now we will take the sum of the moment of forces, summation M. Normally we take the moment either at A or at B. We choose these 2 points. Normally we choose these 2 points. Why? Because one of the reaction will get 0. Okay. So summation M about A. Just a moment, I am getting some problem here in writing. Summation M about A is equal to 0. While calculating the reaction, always consider clockwise moment positive and anti-clockwise moment negative. Okay. Clockwise moment positive and anti-clockwise moment negative. Anti-clockwise moment negative. Okay. So now here, if you take the moment at point A is equal to 0, your RA is passing through point A. So its moment will be 0. Okay. So its moment will be 0. Yeah. So its moment will be 0. So now, what is this? Here it is a 10 kilonewton meter. It is a moment. So see, this is the externally applied moment. This is not a force. Okay, this is externally applied moment. So it is directly applied over here. फोर्स असला असता तर तुम्ही त्याचं ए पासूनच्या डिस्टन्सने त्याला मल्टिप्लाय केला असतं मोमेंट ऍट ए घेतल्यावरती. पण हा फोर्स नाही, दिस इज नॉट अ फोर्स, दिस इज द एक्सटर्नली अप्लाइड मोमेंट. So movement is a quantity which is already, when you do force into perpendicular distance, then the formula force into perpendicular distance. Okay, then whatever you get, that is nothing but the moment. So this is directly the moment is given to you. So 10. Now this 10, it is moving clockwise. So this is clockwise. So this 10 is plus. This 10 is plus. Then this RB, we have assumed that it is moving upward. It is moving upward, RB. So what is the moment of RB? So it is RB into 6. About 0.8 is RB into 6. But we have assumed that it is upward, so it is moving in anti-clockwise direction about this point A. If you see the direction up and ह्याचं टोक पकडायचं arrows आणि ह्याला ओढायचं point कडे. Point कुठे या बाजूला आहे. So if you rotate it, त्याला थोडं वर घ्यायचं आणि point कुठे बघायचा. Now we are taking the moment at A. So A point is here. So this is the direction which is anti-clockwise. Okay, so it is minus. अजून काय राहिलंय का? नाही. So which is equal to 0. So therefore RB is equal to, it is 10 by 6. Okay, it is 10 by 6. So it will be how much? It is 10 by 6 means how much? 5 by 3. Okay, 5 by 3 means how much? 1.2, 1.66, 2.55. Kiti? What is the answer?
1.667.
Okay, so it is 1.667 kilonewton, and our assumption is correct. It is moving up. Okay, now we want to calculate the RA. So to calculate RA, what you will do? You will apply summation Fy equal to 0. Upward forces positive, downward negative. Summation Fy equal to 0 you will do. So now if summation Fy equal to 0, if you apply, then this RA is moving up. Okay. This RA is moving up. So it is plus RA. Plus RA. Then is there any force in between A to B? Is there any force, whatever you are seeing between A to B?
No.
No, because, and what about this 10? Shall we take now, this is clockwise, so RA plus 10. Correct. Plus RB. No? Is it right?
No.
Why? Because it is moment. This 10 kilonewton meter is the moment. This is not a force. Here we are using the equation summation Fy equal to 0. See, this is our equation summation Fy. What is the meaning of summation Fy? Summation stands for sum. F stands for force. Y stands for direction. Okay. So summation Fy means what? Sum of the forces parallel to y direction or parallel to y axis. Okay, तर त्या सगळ्याची सम करतोय आपण. We are doing the sum of all that forces, and in that we have adopted this sign convention. If it is moving upward, then plus. If it is moving downward, then minus. These sign conventions we have adopted. Okay. So now this is summation Fy. Here it is summation M. So sum of the moment. This is the moment. That is why we have considered there in this equation. But here the equation is related to force. So this is the moment. So this will not come in this equation. Okay. So now, if I again write the equation, RA, which is moving up, okay, plus RB, RB is also moving up, is equal to 0. That is your summation Fy equal to 0 equation. Therefore, RA is equal to what? It is minus RB, which is equal to minus 1.667 kilonewton. So therefore, RA is equal to, RA is also 1.667 kilonewton, but it is moving down. It is moving down. Now, if you draw the changed directions, if I draw the change the direction, if I change the directions over here, RB, here it is the RB, this is RA. This is RA. Now These are the reactions. Now I want to draw the SFD, shear force diagram. SFD. Draw the SFD and let me know the value. Shape SFD कैसा येणार? What is the shear force at A? What is the shear force at C? What is the shear force at B? Let me know the values. Calculate it. What is shear force at A? What is shear force at B? What is shear force at C? Try to calculate. आपण करू calculate. And those who are not comfortable with the finding out the reaction, see these steps. And still, if you are having any question, you can ask. Solve it now. Solve it now. I want what is the shear force at point A, shear force at point C, and shear force at point B.
सर इथे रिएक्शन काढताना पण चेंज होणार ना साइन?
काय काढताना चेंज होणार साइन?
इथे रिएक्शन RA प्लस RB आहे तिथं मायनस RA होणार ना?
Ah, correct. It is right. See here. Here we have applied summation Fy equal to 0. Okay. Now right at the start, it is correct. Right at the start, what I have assumed? I have assumed RA upward. See, initially तुम्हाला परत एकदा सांगतो बघा. I will repeat this once again. Pay attention over here. Initially, what have I assumed? RA is moving up and RB is also moving up. Okay. Then this is our initial assumption. Both the reactions are moving up. Then what we have done, we have taken the moment at A equal to 0 and we have found out the value of RB. And what is the value of RB? It is 1.667. Okay, this is the value of RB and it is moving up. Moving up means we have got this answer positive, no? So whatever direction we have assumed, आपण assume काय केलं होतं? वर आपण नॉर्मली बीम तुम्ही कसे assume करता? नेहमी जेव्हा तुम्ही प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करता तुम्हाला सांगितलं बीम आहे सिम्पली सपोर्टेड आहे तुम्ही असं दाखवता नेहमी बरोबर यू ऑलवेज दिस इज हॅबिच्युअल टू अस यू ऑलवेज शो इट लाईक दिस आपण विचारत पण नाही सपोर्ट असाच आहे अपवर्ड आहे का डाऊनवर्ड आहे नॉर्मली वी draw the diagram like this if somebody tells us to draw the simply supported beam okay but here the thing is that same thing is there आपण असं दाखवतो म्हणजे काय this is our assumption that both the supports are moving up okay so now here in this case if you see initially I have assumed RA is moving upward RB is moving upward I have calculated RB I have got positive answer my assumed direction is correct okay now whenever I am applying summation Fy equal to 0 आता मला सध्याला माहिती आहे का की RA अपवर्ड आहे का डाऊनवर्ड आहे का RA पॉझिटिव्ह आहे का निगेटिव्ह माहिती आहे का अजून मी अजून RA कॅल्क्युलेटच केलेलं नाही okay I don't know what is the value of RA whether it is positive or whether it is negative right now just I have calculated RB okay and RB answer is positive that is why I have kept this direction as it is positive moving up. Now I am going to calculate this. Okay. But initially I have assumed that RA's value will be also plus like RB. RA to same RB सारखाच असेल असं मला वाटतंय. So that is why I have kept this as upward. दिस इज आवर ऍझम्पशन. ओके, अजून आर बद्दल आपण काहीच कॅल्क्युलेशन केलेलं नाही, हे लक्षात ठेवा. समजलं? So now I have assumed this, it is moving up. So that is why I have taken here plus RA, because in my opinion, my thinking is that RA will move up. RA is moving upward because I have assumed the direction in that way. Okay. समजते का? So
Yes, sir.
so RA upward. Then here there is no force, only moment is there. And then RB. RB is also moving up because for RB we have got the positive answer for the upward direction. So our assumed direction is correct. So plus RB equal to 0. So that is why this equation is correct. Okay. And now after this, I will write RA is equal to what? Minus RB, which is equal to minus 1.667 kilonewton. हेच मी कसे लिहू शकतो? तर आता बघा, आपण RA ची डायरेक्शन कशी अज्युम केली आहे? वी अज्युम दॅट RA इज मूव्हिंग अपवर्ड. And what answer we are getting? We are getting answer in minus. Okay, so minus means what is the? We are getting the answer in minus means what is the significance of this minus? Minus means whatever the direction we have assumed over here, that our direction is wrong. We have made mistake in choosing the direction. Direction is exactly opposite to our assumption. So here I can write here 1.667 kilonewton. This is the magnitude. And instead of this minus, I will show the direction. What is my initial direction? My initial direction is upward. So here I will show the opposite direction, downward. समजतंय का? आणि तुम्ही जर इनिशियली डाउनवर्ड घेतला असेल आणि तर आर ची व्हॅल्यू निगेटिव्ह आली तर तुम्हाला अपोजिट दाखवावं लागेल, म्हणजे अपवर्ड दाखवावं लागेल. ओके, सो व्हॉट एव्हर द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द रिएक्शन्स इनिशियली यू चूज, and if you get the value in minus, then you should change the direction of the reaction. इथं मला कळालं की माझा आर कसा असणार आहे, तर 1.667 डाउनवर्ड. So that is why then I go to the main diagram, I erase this and I have shown the damage. Okay, so this is your reaction RA, it is moving down. Its value is 1.667 kilonewton. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now moving further, so my question to you was, my question to all of you, I want what is the value of shear force at point A, what is the value of shear force at point C, and what is the value of shear force at point B. I want these three answers. So for that I am giving you the time, solve it. I want the answer of these three.
A point साठी -1.667.
B ला
B साठी
बी साठी पण तेच आहे.
तेच प्लस.
plus. So someone is म्हणजे तुमचं असं म्हणणं आहे की फॉर ए इट इज -1.667, फॉर बी इट इज +1.667, राईट?
दोन्ही मायनस येतात सर.
तुमचं म्हणणं असं आहे की दोन्ही मायनस येते. ओके, कुणाला असं, आता ह्यांचा आन्सर आहे, यांचं म्हणणं आहे की दोन्ही मायनस येते. कुणाला असं वाटतं का एक मायनस आहे, एक प्लस येते शिअर फोर्स, किंवा एक प्लस येते, एखादा झिरो येते? सो
0 येते
झिरो कुठं?
B ला.
बी ला शिअर फोर्स 0 येते. कसं काय 0 येतं? ए ला 0 येते का? ए ला येते का 0?
नाही.
मग बी ला कसं काय 0 येते? आता तुम्हाला एक लॉजिक सांगतो मी, ऐका. ए ला तुमची रिएक्शन आहे आर ए, बरोबर? बी ला रिएक्शन आहे आरबी. तुम्ही आता शिअर फोर्सचे कॅल्क्युलेशन करताय, तर जर आरबी ला बी ला 0 तुमची जर व्हॅल्यू येत असेल, इफ यू आर सेइंग दॅट आरबी इज इक्वल टू 0, देन व्हाय नॉट आर ए इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0? आर यू गेटिंग माय क्वेश्चन?
येस सर.
हा, मग काल नेम असं क्वेश्चन कळला का माझा? माझं म्हणणं असं आहे, तुम्ही काय सांगताय मला आता 2-3 आन्सर्स मला मिळाले. पहिला आन्सर असं आहे, RA is also minus 1.667, RB is also minus 1.667. What is RC? I don't know. RC तर तुम्ही अजून सांगितलं नाही मला. Second answer I have got like this. RA is minus 1.667 and RB is 0. That is the second answer. And third answer I have got like this. RA is minus 1.667 and RB is plus 1.667. Okay. Then what is the RC? सांगा बरं मला. RC ची व्हॅल्यू काय? म्हणजे RC म्हणण्यापेक्षा शिअर फोर्स ॲट सी, सॉरी, शिअर फोर्स ॲट सी. जर मी चुकून RC म्हणलं असेल तर ते शिअर फोर्स असं कन्सिडर करा इकडे बाजूला पण. शिअर फोर्स बद्दल बोलतोय मी. आय एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली अबाउट द शिअर फोर्स राईट नाउ. So these 3 answers which I have got from you, I have told to you. Anybody who is having any other answer than this? And what is the value of shear force at C? Let me know the answer. SF at C is 0. Okay, SF at C is 0. Then SF at B? Sanket, what is the answer for SF at B? मला ते दोन्ही मायनस येते असं कुणी सांगितलं होतं? हु हॅज गिव्हन दॅट आन्सर? That RA is also, SF at A is minus 1.667, SF at B is also minus 1.667. Somebody
मी
has.
होते सर.
Can you repeat it again? मला कळलं नाही. काय म्हटलं? एनी डिफिकल्टी? काय
सर
म्हटलं?
न्यूट्रल ऍक्सेसच्या खाली डायग्राम येते शिअर फोर्सची. RA to RB स्ट्रेट लाईन आहे. स्ट्रेट लाईन येते म्हणजे.
So my question is, what is the shear force at C? What is the shear force at C? Vaibhavi, what is the shear force at C then? Can you tell me? Okay, so shall we solve it for the shear force? करायचं का सॉल्व? बाद झालं ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग. विचार तर केलात का नाही की आपल्याला कुठं यायला लागलंय आणि कुठं अडायला लागलंय? Why I am taking this C in the competitive examination? असे छोटे छोटे प्रॉब्लेम जे असतात ना, जे तुम्हाला डायग्राम दिलेली असते, तुम्ही कोपऱ्यात कॅल्क्युलेशन का तुम्ही डायरेक्ट मनाने डायरेक्ट शेप बघितला ना, तुम्हाला लोडिंग डायग्राम बघितली ना, तुम्हाला लक्षात यायला पाहिजे डोक्यात शेप. याचा शेप असा येऊ शकते किंवा असं SFD GMD येऊ शकते, हे लक्षात यायला पाहिजे. Okay, so now let us see that. We will draw it. So first of all I will rub this reaction. यांच्या व्हॅल्यू लक्षात ठेवा. RB प्लस आहे वर आहे आणि RA म्हणा लिहिलेली घे तिथं. RA आणि RB सेम व्हॅल्यू. ओके, नीट लक्ष द्या सो दॅट युअर कॉन्सेप्ट विल गेट क्लिअर. फर्स्ट थिंग, मी ज्या ज्या गोष्टी सांगतो त्या गोष्टी लक्षात ठेवा. हे मी तुम्हाला मे बी बीईच्या मी शिकवलं असेल, तुम्ही एसीला असताना तरी माहित असेल. टीईच्यांचं मला माहित नाही, थर्ड इयर वाल्यांचं. रिमेंबर वन थिंग, whenever you are calculating the shear force diagram, तुमच्या एका हातात कॅल्क्युलेटर असलं पाहिजे आणि एका हातात पेन असलं पाहिजे. पहिली गोष्ट, मी जसं सांगतो तसंच करत जायचं. ऑलवेज स्टार्ट द न्यूमरिकल टू सॉल्व फ्रॉम लेफ्ट साइड. तुम्हाला कुठलाही कसलाही प्रॉब्लेम दिलेला असू दे, कॅन्टिलिव्हर बीम असू दे, ओव्हरहँग बीम असू दे, सिम्पली सपोर्टेड असू दे, व्हॉट एव्हर मे बी द टाइप ऑफ द बीम, ऑलवेज स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट हँड साइड. So here in this beam, see, your beam is AB, your center point is C. So तुमचा लेफ्ट हँड साइड म्हणजे कुठला झाला? पॉइंट A. So always you have to start from point A. Okay. Now the conventions of the shear force are very difficult. That is, you have to see the section, just right of section, left of section, then right up negative or positive. That sign convention you normally used. I will tell you the simple sign convention. If a force or a reaction is moving upward, then take it as a plus. मी पर्टिक्युलर बोलताय, नीट लक्ष द्या. इफ अ फोर्स अँड रिएक्शन, मी म्हणलंय काय फक्त फोर्स आणि रिएक्शन ह्या दोघांबद्दल बोलतोय मी मोमेंट बद्दल बोललेलो नाहीये किंवा अप्लाइड मोमेंट बद्दल पण बोललेलो नाहीये कसं घ्यायचं काय घ्यायचं ते. Whenever take काय a force and a reaction is moving upward, then take it as a positive. And if a force and a reaction is moving downward, then take it as a negative. समजलं. हे जर तुम्ही FY मध्ये वापरताच ना साइन कन्व्हेन्शन, फोर्स वर गेला की प्लस घेता, खाली आला की मायनस घेतात, तेच साइन कन्व्हेन्शन FY हेला वापरायचं, शियर फोर्सला वापरायचं. सेम साइन कन्व्हेन्शन वी आर गोइंग टू यूज फॉर द शियर फोर्स. बट देयर इज ओनली वन कंडिशन. You have to always start to solve the numerical from left hand. हे तुम्हाला मी शॉर्टकट सांगतोय की ते तसलं कंबसम साइन कन्व्हेन्शन लक्षात ठेवण्यापेक्षा. So from left hand. Now we will solve it. Take the calculator in other hand and now we will solve it. See, A कडून B कडे फिरत फिरत जायचं आपल्याला आणि मध्ये काय 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 पॉइंट येतील तेवढे फक्त प्लॉट करत जायचे. Okay. So we have started from point A. So on point A, when we come exactly on point A, what we have observed? On point A, there is a downward reaction. How much it is? 1.667. Okay, downward 1.667. So on your calculator, type minus 1.667. On your calculator, type minus 1.667 and press equal to button. जसं सांगतो तसंच करा, लवकर होते ना, असंच लक्षात ठेवा, असंच करायचे हे प्रॉब्लेम. So type on your calculator minus 1.667 and equal to daba. Okay. So again you will get what is the answer. So actually you will get the same answer, minus 1.666. So at point A, I will plot here. At point A, I will plot here. My diagram will be like this because मी खाली का घेतलं, कारण RA डाऊनवर्ड आहे, डाऊनवर्ड मायनस म्हणून ही आपली बेस लाईन आहे, त्याच्या खाली आलो. And what is the answer? Minus 1.667 म्हणजे इथं किती येणार? 667. मायनस आहे म्हणून तर खाली प्लॉट केला. Okay. Next, A point is over. Now our journey starts. Now from A point up to the C point. Okay. Is there any load is there? Is there any reaction is there?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
एक्झॅक्टली ऍट पॉइंट सी म्हणजे A to C मध्ये तर काहीच नाहीये, त्यामुळे शिअर फोर्स काय राहील माझा? कॉन्स्टंट राहील. देर इज नो प्रॉब्लेम. शिअर फोर्स विल बी कॉन्स्टंट. 0 म्हणायचं नाही कारण A ला ऑलरेडी शिअर फोर्स आहे. ओके. सो नाव व्हेन यू कम टू द पॉइंट सी, आता मी जेव्हा एक्झॅक्टली सी पॉइंट वरती आलो, A कडनं निघालो सी वरती आलो, व्हेन आय एक्झॅक्टली कम ऑन पॉइंट सी, व्हॉट आय ऑब्झर्व? On point C, there is no load is acting. Only external moment is acting. Only external moment is acting at point C. There is no upward or downward load. There is no UDL, no UVL acting at point C. So this moment, we don't consider the moment in shear force. Okay. The name of the diagram itself suggests you that it is the shear force diagram. आपण कधी पण काय म्हणतो? SF diagram. Okay. Or shear force diagram. Underline the word force. So in the name of the diagram itself, it is a shear force. Force is there. So is this a force? Now my question to you is this a force? This 10
No.
kilometer. So this is, we are not going to consider it as it is not a force. Okay. So A to C मध्ये काहीच नाही. ही मुवमेंट तुमची येणार नाही शिअर फोर्सच्या मध्ये. Okay. And after passing this C point, again up to this point B, up to the just left of the B, there is no force over here. Okay, so your shear force will remain constant from here up to the point B. It will remain constant. And when you exactly come on point B, already on your calculator, what is the answer? It is minus 1.667. So what is the value of RB? It is plus 1.667. So from here, it will go to the 0. Okay. From here, it will go to the 0 at this point. Okay. So what is the answer here? It is 1.666. Okay. So what is the shear force at B? It is 1.667. हे आरबी आहे ना, ह्याच्या खाली हा शिअर फोर्स आलाय. This is 1.667 kilonewton for RB and 1.667 kilonewton for RE. Okay, so this is negative. So this is your shear force diagram. Note now. आता मग तुम्हाला मी shear forcesच्या व्हॅल्यूज विचारल्या होत्या. So it is very easy. SF at A minus 1.667 kilonewton. SF at B minus 1.667 kilonewton. SF at C 0 kilonewton. 0. SF at C minus 1.667 kilonewton. Same as येणार ना, या C ला प्रोजेक्ट करा खाली. If you project this C downward, if I project this point, okay, इथे येईल हा. इथे येईल. So here is your C point. And this ordinate is nothing but from this point to this point. This is your SF at C. Shear force at C. Okay. Is it clear now? How do we have calculate the shear force? If anybody is having any doubt, any difficulty, take the time of 2-3 minutes. See how we have calculated the reaction. See how we have calculated the shear force. Without doing any single calculation, just on the calculator, we have calculated everything. So I will give you 2-3 minutes, or let us take 5 minutes, see everything. And if you are having any question, ask me. Anybody is having any doubt, any difficulty? Please go through it once again. Let me know. These concepts these are very important. It should be get clear. हो नाही काही तर सांगा, म्हणजे मी पुढे घेतो. समजलंय का सगळं? असला काय प्रॉब्लेम मला विचारा. आय विल रिपीट इट वन्स अगेन. आय विल टेल यू वन्स अगेन. और इफ यू आर नॉट गॉट एनिथिंग देन ऑल्सो आय विल टेल यू वन्स अगेन. तुम्ही जर कॅल्क्युलेटर्स घेऊन बसत नसताल आणि जर वहीच नसेल जवळ काही कॅल्क्युलेशन करायला, तर देन आय कॅन्ट हेल्प यू. तसं होणार सुद्धा नाही तुमचा कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह एक्झामचा अभ्यास. सो प्लीज गिव्ह मी द रिप्लाय. Have you seen the how to calculate the reaction and then how we have drawn the SF diagram? We have drawn the SF diagram with the values. Okay, and directly we have calculated that. So just I want to let me know that this is understood to you and we will move further. Anybody from?
Yes, sir, understand. Yes, sir.
Okay, so from some of the students in the chat, I am receiving the feedback. Let's go for one more time about the SF calculations. Okay, so how we have done the SF calculations, that we will do one more time. Okay, so do one thing. First of all, take the calculator in your left hand. Those who really want to learn this now, please do the things whatever I am saying it is right now as it is. Do the things. Okay. का कशाला ते काही विचारत बसू नका. साइन कन्व्हेन्शन तुम्हाला सोपे करून पाहिजेत ना. इफ यू वॉन्ट द इझिएस्ट साइन कन्व्हेन्शन, अपवर्ड प्लस डाउनवर्ड मायनस इन द शियर फोर्स, यू नो दॅट इन द शियर फोर्स दिस साइन कन्व्हेन्शन आर नॉट गिवन इन द बुक. बुक मध्ये वेगळेच साइन कन्व्हेन्शन आहेत. सेक्शन लाईन, लेफ्ट हँड साइड, राइट हँड साइड, दोज थिंग्स आर देयर. So instead of that, if you want to use these easy sign conventions, and I am only talking about the force and reaction. If the force and reaction is moving up, then it is positive. If the force and reaction is moving down, then it is negative. And always start from left hand side. Now keep the calculator in your hand. Now come on point A. Now see the point A. What is there at point A? At point A, there is a reaction. What is the value of the reaction? 1.667. How it is moving, upward or downward? Downward. So according to our sign convention, downward is minus. So minus 1.667. Type on your calculator and press equal to. Okay. So on your calculator, you can see that minus 1.667 will be the answer on your main screen of the calculator. So as soon as I got the answer minus 1.666, what I will do? I will go to this point, baseline of the SF. And as this is minus, instead of dropping it above the baseline, I will go below the baseline as this value is negative. So below the baseline, 1.667. Okay. From this A point to C point, if you see, there is only an external moment is acting of 10 kilonewton meter. There is no force, nothing is there. But remember one thing, moments or externally applied moments are always considered in the bending moment calculation, because these are the moments. And now we are doing shear force calculation, so we won't consider it. Okay. So after that, 1.667. Now from A to C, there is no load, so it will remain constant from A to C. From C to B also there is no load. No load means moment is acting over here. No load means I want to say the reaction or load, point load or UDL, UVL load. Okay. So that is also not there. From here to here also it will constant. Okay. From C to B also there is no load. So from this point to this point also it is constant. Okay, so the shear force will remain as it is, constant, 1.667. And when exactly you come on point B, at point B, what is the exact shear force? It is plus 1.667. So add plus 1.667 in your previous answer on the calculator. So you will get the zero value. So join this to zero. So this is your SYB ordinate, this is your SYA ordinate, and this is the ordinate which I have asked. What is the shear force at C? So all the answers are same. Minus 1.667. Okay, minus 1.667. So all the answers are same. Now draw BMD. Is it clear? Okay, समझला. Okay. So now please do the bending moment calculation. I will wait for you. Do the bending moment calculation. Moment about A 0, moment about C -5, moment about B 4.99. Okay, these are the answers I have got. बघा बाकीच्यांनी पण बघा मला सांगा calculation. I have got the answer from one of the students that no, she has messaged to everybody, so everybody can see in the chat that she has calculated the answer like at A0, C5, B 4.99 means 5. So now you have to check the answer. Is this a correct answer or any other answer? You will get. Bending moment at A and B is 0. Okay, and what is the bending moment at C then? See, bending moment at A and B is 0. Okay, 0. Bending moment at A is 0. So 2. Okay, A la 0. Need to more answers from your side. Only 2-3 students are giving the answers. Bending moment at A equal to 0, bending moment at B equal to 0, bending moment at C, just left of C 5 and just right of C 4.99. Okay. Anybody want to try or shall we solve it now? Do you want the answer of this? Shall we solve it or you will solve it at your own? You know. Now we will draw the bending moment diagram. This is the baseline. Okay. So see, first and most important thing is that whenever you see the point load is acting on the beam, okay, bending moment after B is -1/500. Okay, let us see that what will be the answer. See, whenever a point load is acting on the beam, a number of point loads are acting on the beam, while calculating the shear force, okay, and while calculating the bending moment also, we will take the section at every point load, okay, because that addition of the load may change our shape of SFN beam. Okay. In the case of the moments, now in this case, externally applied moment is there of 10 kilonewton meter. There is no any other load acting on the beam. Beam is simply supported and 10 kilonewton meter load is there. Okay. So here, this externally applied moment, this will may create a difference in bending moment diagram. There will be the sudden change in the bending moment diagram due to the externally applied moment. Due to the externally applied moments. लक्षात ठेवा जेव्हा जेव्हा अशा externally applied moments असतात. Okay, जेव्हा जेव्हा whenever you come across like this externally applied moments, take the section to the left of the moment and take the section to the right of the moment once. Okay, you should take the section at the left of this moment and right of the moment also. Okay, so now here, first of all, at point A. So bending moment at point A. This is equal to 0. Why 0? So point A is the simple support. A simple support is not able to restrain the moment. Point A is the simple support, and simple supports are not able to restrain the moment. Okay. So bending moment at A equal to 0. Or another way is, if I take the section just near to the A, and then if I take the moment of that, then moment will be forced into perpendicular distance. As your perpendicular distance is very, very less, small, your moment will be also very small and nearly equal to 0. Suppose now if I take the section over here somewhere, and if I take the left hand side to calculate the moment at point A, if I take the equilibrium of left hand side, so on this left hand side only, uh, uh, on this left hand side only the reaction RA is there. Okay, so but the distance between this reaction RA and section is very, very small. So its moment is forced into perpendicular distance. Force is there, but the perpendicular distance is very, very small. So that moment will become a 0. So therefore the bending moment at point A is 0. These are the two reasons why the bending moment at point A is 0. Next thing is that at here, we will take the bending moment at this point here. Okay, so shear force at C on left hand side, left. Okay, so shear force at C. Now how to calculate the shear, sorry, not shear force, bending moment at C, sorry. Bending moment at C, left hand side. We have taken the section over here. This is our section. Okay. Now take the moment of all the forces either to the left hand side or right hand side about the section. So if we take the left hand side, okay, if we take the left hand side, then how we are calculating the moment? It is force into perpendicular distance. Force is how much?
minus 1.667.
1.667 into distance is how much? It is 3 meter. Okay, nearly equal to C, that is the section. And now bending moment, while calculating the bending moment, if force and reactions are there, if the force and reactions are there, use the same sign conventions as that of shear force. If the force and reactions are there, use the same convention that as that of the shear force in bending moment also. So here your this load is moving down, so this value is minus. So what is the answer? 1.
minus 5.
minus 5 kilonewton meter. So here you can plot this. If I project this below, so minus 5. Okay. Then move this section to the right hand side. Okay. Move this section to the right hand side. Now I either consider the left hand side equilibrium or consider the right hand side equilibrium. Okay. Either if we are taking the section over here, either we can take left hand side equilibrium or right hand side equilibrium. So now if we go for the left hand side equilibrium, then what we will get? So bending moment at C. Okay, section is on the right hand side. Okay, so on the left hand side, this RA into 3, okay, minus RA into 3 and plus this 10. Okay, or otherwise you can take the right hand side equilibrium also. Now if I take the right hand side equilibrium, it will be RB into 3. It is RB into 3. What is the value of RB? Calculate the total value.
Five.
Okay, 5 kilonewton.
Five.
Okay. So the value is 5. RB into 3. Okay, so here we have taken the bending moment from this side also and bending moment from this side also. Okay, so that bending moment you can plot over here. Now bending moment to the right hand side of the section is plus 5. So already it is going to the minus 5 plus 5, it will come over here. Okay, minus 5 and plus 5, it will come over here. So see, once again check this equation. Whenever you take the bending moment to the right hand side, so here if you calculate this 10 kilonewton meter, that you should be it must be considered. Okay, that's this 10 kilonewton meter, it must be considered over here. That we have forgot to consider, so that we will consider over here also, because first we have taken the section over here. So for first section it is minus 1.667 into 3, this moment. After that we have passed the section to this moment, then that we should consider over here. So it will be minus 1.667 into 3, then this moment. Okay, so it is plus 10. It is this value plus 10. It is clockwise. Okay. Positive or negative, these are the sign conventions. If these types of conventions are there, then it is negative. For bending moment I am talking about. These types of conventions are there, then it is positive for the bending moment. Okay. It is for the bending moment. So this is positive. Plus 10. So what is the answer again? So this is minus 5.
Minus 1 by 500.
How it is minus 1 by 500? See, this is 5 kilonewton meter. This is minus 5, no?
सर मी मोमेंट बी ला काढली सॉरी.
That is what I am telling you. ह्याचा आन्सर आलाय -5. -5 plus 10. So it is plus 5 kilonewton meter. Okay. So plus 5, one more value is over here, plus 5, that we will plot. -5 plus 5. So plus 5, it will be like this, above, top. So plus 5. And here it is -5. Okay, and at point B, bending moment at point B. At point B. Now if I take the section over here, just near to the point B, either I can consider left hand side or I can consider right hand side. Either I can consider, if I can take the section just here near the point B, either I can consider right hand side or I can consider left hand side. So if I consider the right hand side, if you see the distance between the RV and the section is very, very less. So the formula for moment is force into perpendicular distance. As the distance tends to 0, its moment will be 0. This is the one reason. What is the second reason? Second reason is RB is the simple support. RB is the reaction of simple support. At point B, the support is simple support. So simple support is not having the capacity to carry the moment. So the bending moment at the simple support is always 0. So this is 0 kilonewton meter. So from this you can join it over here. 0. So this is your bending moment diagram. negative, positive. And this is your shear force diagram. Okay. So shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Is it clear now? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody? Everybody, it is okay, so that we will move further. आणि हे बेसिक आहे सगळं. सो आणि हे आता नाव वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दॅट दिस यू ऑलरेडी स्टडीड इन सेकंड इयर. Now it is expected from you that you directly do the orally all these calculations. Okay, in the examination. Orally means what? The equation and things should be remembered. To remember means it should be in the front of your eyes while you are seeing the diagram and that thing, and you should directly enter the values into the calculator only. Then and then only you will be able to cover the competitive examination paper. So you have to do the more practice for this, much more practice. Okay. So I will give you one more problem, or instead of one more problem, 2-3 questions we will take in the slides, from the slides, so that okay. So this is your first question. The ratio of the reaction of RA and RB of the simply supported beam shown in figure. What is the ratio? Calculate it. The question is in front of you. Solve it. The ratio of the reaction of RA and RB of the simply supported beam shown in figure is below. काय ratio है? 1/2, 2/3, 3/2, 1. Calculate the value of RA. Calculate the value of RB. And see the values. And then calculate the ratio. Let me know the values of RA and RB. आत्ताच तुम्हाला सांगितलं ना रिएक्शन कॅल्क्युलेशन कसं करायचं व्यवस्थित. Let me know the values RA and RB. Option D. Okay. So the option D is the correct answer. So let us see what is the correct answer. I see here the calculation is done over here. You can refer this also. See, moment at A equal to 0. Okay. Moment at A equal to 0, clockwise plus, anti-clockwise minus. So here we have done all the calculation. Okay, moment at A is the point. So this RA is 0, so it is 5 into 2. Then conversion of this UDL into the point load. 2 into 2 is the point load, and it will act at the center of this. So from A it is at distance of 5. Okay. So after doing this, you get the value of RB, also value of RA, and ratio is 1. Okay. Then this is the next one. So bending moment at A of a structure shown aside. This is point A. Bending moment at point A.
Two T.
So this is the bending moment at A. Option D is the answer. Okay. This is the answer, option D. Bending moment at A is 0. Okay, here the answer is also given. Bending moment at A equal to 0. इथं पाहिजे ना तुम्हाला बेंडिंग मोमेंट या पॉइंटला. So it is 2 into 1 anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise minus also 2 into 1. Okay, this. And for this force it is 1 into 2. But this is clockwise. 1 into 2 clockwise. A rotate kara about A. If you rotate this about A, if you rotate it about A, see this rotation is like this, anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. This rotation is clockwise, clockwise. So it is minus 2 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus MA. So this is the fixed support. So moment at A will be there. Okay. Which is equal to 0. So moment is 0. Moment is 0. This is the next problem. Okay, so this next problem we will take in the next class. Okay. So don't leave the class, and I will take the screenshot, and then first I will take the screenshot, and then what you have to see. Don't leave the lecture unless and until I'm telling you, but still you can drop down your roll number into the chat box. You can write there B, A or B, and then your roll number. तसंच TY, A or B, then your roll number. असं लिहा B, A roll number 1, B roll number 2. म्हणजे रोल नंबर लिहायची गरज नाही. BA1, BA2 असं व्यवस्थित लिहा. आणि लिव्ह कुणी करू नका. डोंट लिव्ह. आय एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट्स. Don't leave the class. I am taking the screenshots. See, if you leave, you will be marked as absent. I will not take the responsibility of that. Okay, so if all of you have dropped the roll number, then now you can leave the lecture, those who have given their attendance and drop the roll number. Okay, remaining student, you have to drop the roll number into the chat box and then you can leave.